Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. We are back for another week. Oh man, it's going to be a big week. I just never learn. I swear to God, I never learn. How do you do? I hope everybody's doing well. Oh yeah. Firstly, welcome back. If you're viewing this on Facebook, then you are viewing this today in a different location because I like to move it around. You're viewing this over on the Create, Record, Release group today. If the sound and video is crap, which Facebook normally is, feel free to click the link on the video and pop over here to YouTube and join us here in the chat. And speaking of the chat, we have a few people here already. Good to see you all. Pete Johns is here first in off the bat. Russ, 889. Tom Rochelle, Stu Cash, Rockstar is here. We've got SM Borthwick, Deep Gravity, greetings, Scott, Mike Holmes, Andy Goldsby, Stu Cash, holy shit, Benedict Stewart, it's a full house. Ciaz? I can't remember. I should have remembered because I saw Pete ask the other day in his show. I'm going to say Ciaz. Or C's. C's! I think it's C's, if I remember. He's in the chat as well. So, good to see you all. All right, so we're not doing anything music today. So what are we doing? We are doing something really exciting. Okay. So, I wasn't here on Friday because I've had health issues and, let's see. And to take my mind off those health issues this week, I am going to do something very, hard. And I think I can do it. So, and I'm going to take you all through the process of it. I know I had started another project which I was working on as well on the weekend of Steve Mara's project, so I did some vocals in that. I'll give an update on that during this week. But we're going to make a video clip for the title track of my new EP, MEtheist. And I'm not just going to make some video clip and do... Of course, it's me. I'm not going to do some sit around and just like grabbing a few images here and there. And I'm not bagging anybody who does that because... fuck, man, any kind of video clip is amazing. But I've spent a lot of time building up a studio over this year, and I'm going to utilize all of the things that I've got to try and do something really crazy. So I'm going to set up my green screen. I'm going to start filming shots once all the costumes and stuff arrive today. They're all arriving today, which is super exciting. You're going to see some of those very shortly. And then I'm going to, so we're storyboarding today. I'm going to draw the storyboards and come up with the ideas for it. You guys can throw in ideas as you want because everything's just in my head at the moment still. And then tomorrow we're going to take these storyboards and we're going to dump them into LumaFusion with the track. And you'll notice today all the storyboards that I make will have a green background so we can throw some green screen stuff behind. And by tomorrow, or today as well, I will have already started shooting some scenes. So we'll be able to start dropping them in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, wouldn't it be cool if it does happen, maybe by the end of this week or by the beginning of next week, we'll have a video clip. Oh, my iPad just went off. What's going on? Dude, what are you doing, man? Oh, man. There we go. I thought I set this too. I normally do this every morning. Never! Auto lock, never! There we go. All right, so as I said, this is going to be quite full on. I'm probably going to make a shitload of mistakes today. I've got my camera set up here behind me, so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my iPad, because we're going to be doing a bit of drawing today and importing videos and some photos and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Let's jump straight in. I don't think there's any... we'll do that anyway. We'll do a look. Are there any... new apps? Let's have a look that we should check. Price drops for apps, because we do that normally every morning anyway. Let's go back to a full screen. What do we got? So I'm flying blind here. Looks like, all right, so multi-track recorder plugin, which I still haven't done a show on yet by 4 Pockets. I love the app. It's really cool. It's couple of dollars cheaper. Evolver is a couple of dollars cheaper. All right, so we got a whole bunch of Nembrini guitar stuff. Look at all that, folks. All on sale. So if any of these Nembrini guitar apps, the phaser, flanger, guitar equalizer, analog rack fuzz, screamer, tremolo, reverb, they're all down to $1.99. I'm glad I checked. How good's that? So there's plenty of things there. If you head over to the Nembrini page on the App Store, you will find all of those for $1.99. That's a bargain. Good stuff. All right, so we've done that. And no, Russ, we won't be decapitating Trump today. For those of you who've seen the first episode of this silly little show, we made a death metal album cover in 20 odd minutes. And it was a pile of human limbs with Trump's head on top. Quite ridiculous. All right, let's jump in. So I'm going to open. Now, if you don't know what Procreate is, there's a link in the description to Procreate on iPad. It's around $10 for the iPad version, and it's around $4 or $5 for the iPhone version. There's two versions. Basically, it's a drawing app, but it's so much more. I've already done an episode on it, and if I remember, if you're watching on the replay, click the link above and it'll link you to the previous episode I have done on this app Procreate. So let's jump in and have a look. So here are some images that I have here that I'm working on. So not much has changed since the last time we looked at this app. Excuse me. Man, I'm vaping today. Neapolitan ice cream and a chocolate and vanilla combined. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. What am I doing? All right, so how are we going to start this? So with this app, you will see up in the top right hand corner there's a little plus sign. Now when you click it, you get a whole bunch of options of what size canvas you want to start with. Now I've gone ahead and pre-organized this, but if you want to have the option to set up your background here, there's this little suitcase thing up the top. When you click on that, it gives you this custom canvas screen. So you can type in your dimensions, whatever you want, your color, your background, your how deep the properties go of. So just remember the larger, so if you make it a 4K background, the less layers you're going to be able to make. So if you don't know what layers are, like if you're working in Photoshop, so you can make different layers to add different parts on top of your image, so you can move them all around, and so you can create a background, you can create a stick figure with a head on another layer and move it all around, which you will see shortly. So I'll cancel that because what I've done is I've already preset one here, which is down the bottom as an called an untitled canvas. So I should have given it a name, but I've given it a green background, and the hashtag for that is 00FF00 for green, and I've made it 1080p because that's what the video is going to be in, and I want to drag and drop these images into LumaFusion tomorrow, and I want them to fit the screen of a 1080p video. So let's go ahead and click on that. It's the bottom one here. So when I create it, there is my green background. And the reason I've added a green background is, so whatever I put on this image here, I can then drop this into LumaFusion tomorrow and just click on the little green screen button, and then I can add any picture or video behind it to get a better idea of how this is all going to look with a real footage of me jumping around like a dickhead in front of my green screen. So I'm going to make a whole lot of these windows today, and I have over here my trusty little notepad that I can just flick in from the side to start writing down these scenes. So let's flick him away, and what we're going to start off with is one of the characters. So let's do that. So I'm going to import a head of the character, and then I'm going to draw the body around it. So we shall start off with, let's do this. Let's do, now if I click on the little spanner up here in the top left hand corner, and there's a little add button. You can see you can insert a photo or a file or take a photo or add text. So you got a whole bunch of options. As I said, check the video before to see exactly how all this works. I'm going to insert a photo, and we are going to go to my photos here, and I want to grab Actually, I want to go to recent photos. So I want to grab this head here, because this is the singer of the band. That's going to be me in my bondage mask, which I own already. Don't ask, and I won't tell. And so we're just going to shrink that down a bit. Now you're going to see I'm going to composite this all together to try and make it work. I'm going to flip this, and you'll see why. Now I'm going to add another image because I have, if we go to recent, I'm pretty sure I have a photo of the straitjacket that I've purchased. So this is coming in the mail today. Now I've got to get rid of all that white. Okay. Now, because we have this green background here, I'll just make sure it's all the same. Yep, we're still on the same green. Cool. So you'll notice the little color palette up here, this little circle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that and I'm going to drag it onto, oops, let's start again, shall we? I'm just going to remove that, because do as I say, not as I do. Right, so I'm going to actually add a layer. Now, I've already got this mask as a layer. I just want to make sure that I've added a second layer before I add this second photo in. So we'll do that again. Recent, grab this straitjacket, bring this in. So there it is on the second layer. So the layers are right next to the color palette. So now I've got my background color, I've got this head, and I've got this jacket here. Okie dokie. Now we're set on the layer 2, so I want to make this background green and make it match. So what I'm going to do is just go over here to this color, just grab it and drag it, and look at that. That's good enough. We can probably drag it over into and fill those little blanks. If we zoom in a bit, just to make it that little bit more anal retentive. So drag it across into this little corner here. And if we really want to get anal, look at that. We'll zoom right in and just drag that in there. There we go. So now we've got this body. So we're going to go over back to our layers again. I'm going to drag the head up above the body. And now I'm going to select this head. Make sure I'm on the head. Select it. I'm going to move it around, and then I'm going to shrink it to, it's not going to look perfect, but it'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Look at that. It kind of looks okay. So this is the singer of the band, okay? So that's, now the singer's going to be permanently in a straitjacket, so there's going to be a few shots of this singer. And what we're going to do is let's draw some pants. So as you can see here, this will get easier as we go along. So here's my cam. Now I've got my Apple Pencil here. So I'm going to create another layer, add a plus. Now I'm going to add black. And let's go ahead and draw some pants. Now I'm a lefty, so this is going to look a little weird. And guess what? It's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to quickly scribble in some legs here. That'll do. Yep, nothing exciting there. And I need a microphone, don't I? So we're going to add a microphone here. And you can change the thickness of this. This is the stand, so let's just change the thickness down a little bit. Create a little microphone there. And I don't know, let's just grab this color and make the microphone. Cheap as piss, looks quite ridiculous, but there is one of our opening shots, and that's ready to go. Okay, so we can now save that. What we'll actually do is we can take the pants and the mic. No, we can't do that, so we'll just leave it as it is. That's good. Now I'm going to hit gallery. So we'll go back to our main screen here. And there's our first storyboard. So let's stick with that character because we want to do a close-up, because I want to do some close-ups of this character. So we'll create a brand new tile. And let's import another new photo. We'll create it so the new layer is ready to go. We'll insert a brand new photo, recents, and we're going to do a close-up here. So there is the close-up I'm going to use of me and my stupid mask. And we've already got the green background there, so that's nice and easy. That's all good. If you want to change the colors and stuff, you can go into saturation and you can mess around, make it, are we on the right one? Yep. So you can change the brightness, color, make it a bit more menacing kind of looking. That'll do for now. So there's my close-up. And we'll get out of there. Now we want to do, let's start with, and imagine too, some of these shots are going to have a strobe going off on them. Some of them are just going to be in front of a green. So I've got a bunch of strobe lights happening as well. Back to there. Let's create a brand new one, and we'll create another character for the actual shot. So our next character is going to be, who's next? I don't even have names for these stupid characters. You can see Darth Vader's sitting there as well. So this is going to be the bass player. Let's grab the bass player here. Here is the bass player. Again, doesn't have a name. So let's go back to our green color here, and we'll drag this in. And then we'll go to our pencil, and you can see there's a little mark there just down here. I just want to get rid of that. So I'm just drawing over the top of that. So there we've got our head. Now we can create a new layer. So this will get pretty boring after a while. We'll grab the black, and let's take this guy's head. We'll shrink it down a little bit so I've got plenty of room to draw with. Go back to this second layer, and I'm just going to draw. Hang on, what we'll actually do next is we'll do this, because I've got these pre-prepared. If I open Pixelmator, I should have a bass guitar here. Yes, I do. Look at that. So let's import this. We'll send as a copy to my Photos app. It's a PNG. It's got a transparent background, so we'll save that image. Why draw the bass when I can add a photo in there? Yeah? Yeah, sounds good to me. So let's import another photo, and we'll make it this bass guitar. And look at that. We've got some bass. How low can you go? Now what I'm planning with the bass player is a couple of shots will be with him holding the bass face fronting forward, and then a bunch with it facing backwards. Just for the stupidity of it. So what's this character going to look like? Now we need to create another layer using, and we've got our black pencil here. We're in this layer, so he's probably going to have, because I've ordered these, some dreadlocks coming out of the top here. Starting to look like the lead singer from Counting Crows. Round here, we like to wear a gas mask round here. Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? So this is going to be this dude. He's got this jacket going on. These big collar kind of things coming off. And his arms coming out. We'll wrap his hands around here. Yes, I'm not really putting a lot of effort into the drawing here, because we only want a basic idea of what's going on. And this is going to be a trench coat. There we go. So he's got this trench coat happening. We'll fill in his dreadlocks a little bit more. There's probably going to be another shot of him, and what I'll do is, so that will do for there. For now, I think you can see that his hands there. We'll just cut that off so you can see his hand over the base. Let's just fill that in a little bit. Doesn't need to be perfect, just so there's a bit of definition between the jacket, hands, and guitar. That will be fine. See, he does look like a character from Star Wars. I'm actually keen to see what he looks like once the mask gets here, because I haven't seen it. I've just purchased it. So let's go ahead and save that. So that's a wide shot of him. Definitely we're going to have a close-up of him also. So we're just going to make another one of these. Bring his photo in again. La 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 la. There he is. We'll bring him in. Do the same thing with the green. We'll just drag this in. Fill in that little blank. And I think Oh, there's a, did I get rid of the love heart? Was there a love heart there? Holy shit. All right, so we'll zoom this right up because this is going to be a close-up of him. We'll go back to our black color. So I'm kind of rushing through this because I don't want this to take forever. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So we're going to create a new layer. Let's make these dreadlocks a bit thicker in this one. Just so we know, this is because this is a storyboard. So these are just my camera shots that I'm going to be doing, just so we know we're going to have a close-up of this dude as well. And that'll do for him. So we've got two. We've got a close-up and a far away of bass player and the singer. Let's get in and do the guitarist now. The guitarist is a little bit more twisted. Let's bring him in, shall we? Where is he? He is here. So this guy's pretty demented as well. Got again another kind of Star Wars thing going off, but I'm kind of going for this I know, world divided, I guess, like a trooper policing kind of thing. So that's what I am going for with this whole video clip. So we can, oops, we want to shrink this head down a little. We want to bring in a guitar. Let's just make this whole image a bit bigger. So I've got a guitar over here in, let's see, there's my 7-string guitar. Let's bring this in, send as a copy, PNG. So you can see it's pretty easy to make these little PNGs and just whack them in. And this is a really great way, and I will show you at the end. I actually downloaded, stupidly, I thought, there's got to be an app for that. So last night I went and downloaded an app called Storyboard, and I'm not pissing on the app whatsoever. It was free, but I didn't pay attention, and I paid the in-app purchase, which wasn't very much. It was only a few dollars. And then I started looking at it and thought, oh, fuck, you can't insert images. And then went, why the fuck did I buy this? I've got Procreate. You can do all this in bloody Procreate. So, hey, you live and learn, and whatever, it was only a few dollars. So here we are with this dude, and yes, Deep Gravity is very steampunk. I agree totally. So let's draw this dude. Let's go back to black. We are going to now insert this guitar. There it is. Yeah. We'll shrink his head down a little bit more so we can fit more in. There we go. And we'll grab this guitar, drop that about on there. That'll do. It's an average, I guess. So this guy is going to be a mixture. He's going to have, in some shots, a hood over the top. Probably the close-up, I'm going to have a hood over the top covering the helmet, because the helmet and the mask is all one piece. So it's all latex. And then other shots, it's going to have the hood off with the overcoat and the helmet showing. So let's create a brand new layer, and we'll start drawing this body and make it look as cheap as possible. So, oh shit, double touch your fingers and that goes back. Let's bring that pencil down a little bit, give him a collar. Man, I'm still not happy with that. That's still a bit too thick. There we go. So there's his collar. Got some big buttons, this dude, on his jacket, and color in that arm just to define it a little bit, from, even though it doesn't make much difference. Give his second hand with his fingers coming up here, and he's got a really long spread coat going down, so that's him. That'll do for now. So we can zoom, we can save that. Now let's make another one nice and quickly with just his head nice and close up. We shall add his head once again. Insert recent, and then we'll wrap up with the drummer. Oh, and we've got the old woman, which I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Holy shit, I don't know what the fuck. Cool, that'll do. And so this is the big close-up for him. Create a new layer. Back to black. Back in black, yeah, back in black. Give his collar. shoulders, and in these shots he's going to have this hood over the top of his head, so we'll make that a little bit thicker. So he's kind of going to look like, I guess, definitely another Star Wars kind of creature, but it'll be covering this helmet. We can just squiggle that in there. That'll do. You get the idea. This ain't a a portrait teaching show. This is just to get these ideas flowing for this creature, whatever he's going to be called. There we go. So there's his close-up. Next we have, so the drummer, I'm using my Darth Vader costume. So I have a full Darth Vader costume, a Lucasfilm Darth Vader costume with a helmet. I've got a lightsaber that actually works and all that kind of stuff with breathing apparatus. Yeah, I'm stupid. I spent a lot of money on that crazy shit a long time ago, and I've still got to look after it like it's the most important thing that I own. And he's going to be playing the drums. So let's create a brand new canvas for Darth. And what are we going to do? So let's start off first by drawing the drum kit, I guess. So we'll start with black here. Make sure we get a first layer. And we'll bring this pencil down. And we'll create the bass drum. That's probably a bit big. Alright, that's a bit better. And I'm going to just drag this black down. So you can, to fill in any holes, you just drag the black in. And just for fun, we'll change this to white for a second, and we'll put in here, because this is very metal. Alrighty, so there's the kick drum. We'll bring this pencil up a little bit more. We'll create the feet here. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. We'll create some toms. Yeah, look at those toms. They look terrible. Create a hi-hat. So we've got a hi-hat stand here. There's our hi-hat. We've got a snare as well. Just so you know where everything is on the kit. And we've got a cymbal. And we've got a cymbal over here. So there is the basic drum kit. We can put a floor tom there because there is one. Cool. So there's our drum kit all ready to go. I know it looks povish, but I'm doing this. The way I'm drawing this is not ideal for how I would normally draw. Normally I'm a lot better artist than this. So let's insert the photo. We want Darth Vader's head. So we want a front-facing head. There we go. We want to select green, and we want to drag this in. Oops, I keep doing that. Make sure Darth Vader's selected. Let's bring his head up here. There he is. And now we want to create another layer just to draw his body here. So what I'm going to do, let's create a new layer, back to black. And we shall draw his body. And I'll make the pencil a little bit thicker. So just to give him definition, and his cape. And his arms. We'll put this arm out here. Holding a drumstick, of course. And give him his front plate. Little robot thing here at the front. And that will do, I think. So you get the idea that it's Darth Vader sitting there playing drums. That will be one shot of Darth Vader. Now I'm going to show you this. Now I'm going to duplicate that particular picture. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is duplicate that right now. So I'm going to hold it, actually hit select, click the picture, hit duplicate, open this up. I'm probably going around this the wrong way because this is all going by the seat of my pants. Now I'm going to remove the Darth Vader helmet from this one. Go back to my gallery. Oops. I'm going to add a new layer, and we're going to go back to our photos, sorry, and I'm going to grab Darth Vader, the back of his helmet, go back to green, drag this onto this photo so it's all matching, and then I'm going to shrink this down, put it there, and this time go to the layer where Darth's body is, and I'm just going to fill this in with black because this is a back view that I want to have of him playing from behind. So I'm going to have probably 3 shots of probably 4 shots all up of Darth Vader. So there'll be this back view, seeing him from the back playing his kick. What I'm going to do here is just change the order of these layers. So this sits in front of the helmet. And let's go back to the, we're still on the body, so I'll grab his arm here. We'll put a second arm with a glove and hand with a drumstick. So there he is from the back. I hope everyone's not falling asleep while doing this. It's been extremely quiet in the chat there. Has everyone just left? It wouldn't surprise me, man. I would leave. This is boring as shit. I thought this would be really fascinating content. Then what do I know about streaming? So, all right, so that's that at least. I'll show you the other scenes I'm going to do. So, of course, I want to create a brand new one. And let's just bring in straight away this photo here of Darth Vader on the side, because I'm going to want a close-up of him playing on the side. So we'll grab this green, drag it in. We'll make this larger, and we'll make another layer, black, and just fill this in over here briefly, because I want a side profile, and we'll shut that down. And the last one I'm going to do for Darth Vader, brand new, is, so I'm just going to draw here a kick drum. And let's just put a tom on there, just so you know. We'll put a kick pedal. What's a kick pedal look like? I should know. I've got a drums. There we go. And it's going to have Darth Vader's boot kicking the kick. So there's going, because I've got double kick pedals, I want to have Darth Vader's boots. So I want to have a close-up of Darth Vader double kicking in some of the fast bits in the song. So they're the 4 shots I'm going to spread out for the drums. So that's that. Now, who's the last character? Now, I'm not sure. You guys can help me. What do you think? So let's introduce you to the last character. Because I don't know why the fuck I bought this mask. But anyway, it just was so cool. All right, let's insert a photo. So recent. So I bought this. Oh, man, every time I see it. Fuck. I call it Ethel. Anyway, so here's the idea. Either I make her a dancer, a sexy dancer with strobe lights, like a go-go dancer in a cage. Oh, man. I can just see it. Sorry. Small things amuse very small minds here. Or I make her a reveal at the end when Darth Vader takes off his helmet. So what do you guys think? I have no idea. So I'm going to do both. Let's just put her here for right now, and we'll just save that. I'll make a duplicate of it. God, listen to me giggling like a fucking idiot. So I'll make a duplicate, and let's do the sexy dancer version. You want the sexy dancing mum in the go-go cage? Yeah, I like the dancer too. I think because I don't know. All right, let's do the dancer. So We'll add a new layer. We're already set to black. Let's... Oh my god, am I really going to draw this? Alrighty. Let's go with the sexy dancer. We got to put some like bondage gear on her and stuff, because I've got some like bondage stuff I can put around her neck. So there she is, sexy Ethel. Put something around here with some tassels on it. I don't know. We'll give her some Ultimate Warrior tassels. Fuck knows. Maybe we'll still do at the end the Darth Vader helmet reveal as well. We could probably do both. So let's add that now. We'll insert new layer and we'll insert the photo of Darth Vader's helmet. Of this one, we'll make it green. What the fuck is wrong with me? I think I need help. And we'll shrink that down and we'll have it like coming off her head. Alrighty. And or maybe yeah, she had a breast job. The band paid for a breast job. So Deep Gravity's just written in the chat, I wouldn't have thought she'd have such perky boobies at that age, but the band's doing really well at the moment, so they paid for her boob job. Okay, so they've had heaps of downloads. They've made $1.60 on Spotify in the last week. So let's draw quickly Darth Vader's body here, just to make sure we're all good. There's the cape, the plate. There we go, with bits on it. Gloves. God, I could make that a bit thicker, make it a bit easier. There we go. So Darth Vader's all good. He's got his belt on. And is this Grinderman's death charge? Has anyone seen the death metal band Grindmother? If you haven't, go to YouTube, type in Grindmother, and it's this death metal band where this dude has got his grandmother to sing all of the growls, and she's fucking insane. She looks like this bitch right here. She looks pretty much exactly like this, but she's got glasses, and she's all like... So it's pretty brutal. You think I'm seeing the wrong doctor, says Russ in the chat. You think I need to see a psychiatrist? Is that what you're saying, Russ? So there we go. There's Ethel as Darth Vader. Maybe we could do that at the end of the video clip, so you're getting an insight. So I've got a bunch of story clips here already. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I was looking at 15. So I think this is going to be enough just for now. Okay, so, you know, remember, they're all going to be moving around. The close-up one, I should just do this here. The close-up for this of the singer, either I'm going to have the microphone actually attached to the face, sticky taped with gaffer tape onto the face here. So let's draw the microphone. And, oh my God, this could be misconstrued, couldn't it? Doesn't look much like, just to make sure. What the fuck, man? Just to make sure you know it's a microphone, let's put AT 2020. It's surely not a name for a vibrator. Luke, I am your sexy mother. All right, so yeah, for this one I was thinking about having the microphone actually taped to the face of the mask, because the character is going to be in a straitjacket and I want it to be rolling around with the actual microphone taped to the face, so they've got no choice, or stuffed into the mouth where the zip is and then zipped up so the microphone's hanging out of the mask. But we'll get to that once all the costumes get here. So for the last bit of this, let's just add these in. So we don't even need a green background for these, but we'll just leave it as is. So I'm just going to import some of these scenes here. So these photos is, I'm going to add, there's going to be some riot shots actually in, and these are just placeholder photos I've just quickly grabbed off Google. So these aren't the shots that are going to be in there. So let's save that. So I'm going to have some live footage of rioting, some of the stuff from China, Barcelona. I'm going to try and get some, of course, royalty-free stuff to make sure I can use that. Thankfully, I have LumaFusion for that kind of stuff, for rioting footage and all that shit. So we'll add another one of those. So we've got 12, so there's probably going to be 3 different sets of riot footage that I'm going to be adding into this. So we'll use this one with some cops macing someone, because that's a thing in 2020, isn't it? Unfortunately. And we shall add one more. Let's add in, what do we got here? This wide shot of protesters. So there we have it. So we'll just recount, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9. 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's exactly what I was after. 15 shots to pull all this together. And so we've got some with strobe lights, some with just behind a green screen. And then once we've got all this green screen stuff in, like there's going to be a lot of background footage of like prison cells, caves, some like padded cells, really dark kind of closed down mental institutions, you know, kind of thing. I shouldn't really use that word or anything like that, but you know what I mean. We're going for this really dark kind of sinister look. And for the old lady, I'm going to try and get like a go-go cage to put her inside of. So that is where we are up to with that. So tomorrow, what we shall be doing, and you know, the beautiful thing about all this too is, let's select one of these. So quite easily you can share these, really easy. I don't know if I can, let's see if we can share all of them. So if I click all of these right now, select them all, I don't know if this is going to work, it may not, so very experimental. If I hit share and choose PNG, is it exporting all of them? I have no idea. I don't know. Save 15 images. Oh, cool. So it's doing it. How good's that? How good is that? So now if I scoot out of here and over to photos, look at that. They're all ready to go to open LumaFusion tomorrow and just drag and drop all of these straight into LumaFusion, into the timeline, which we'll be doing that tomorrow with the track, and we can start finding out where all the guitar bits, and so when the kick drums come in, and we can start just piecing all these together so we have a basic timeline, and then I can start actually editing the footage and getting all these similar shots and adding them over the top, because you get basically 6 video tracks within LumaFusion. So the top one will be used with these green screen images, these storyboard images, and then I can start adding the video on top. But we'll go through that tomorrow when we bring these in, and hopefully if all the masks arrive, because it's getting close to 9 a.m. here, so the deliveries will start rolling in soon. We may actually have some footage to start importing as well tomorrow. So give an honorable mention, because I did mention it, and look, it's not a bad app. I downloaded this last night. This is this Storyboards app. So let's just select it and delete this. So what you can do with this is it's a lot more basic than what we were just looking at then. If you hit the plus sign up in the top right hand corner, you get things like this. So there's your screen, 920 by 1080. You can go in here and you can actually from here hit plus, create a window, and you can go ahead and draw. Then you can, down the bottom right hand corner, you can hit the plus, and that just zooms in. So I think it's hit plus there, and it creates the next page. So you start creating animated pages. So you could let's do this. I've I've already fucked up. Edit, select, delete. Okay, so let's go in here. Now I can duplicate this, move to the next one, and do that. Then I can duplicate that, and you can keep animating stuff like that. So you can do your storyboards this way. So that's how I bought. This is actually free as well, so it's called Storyboards. So check this out. It's a lot more primitive and basic version, but hey, if this is, it's free. So I mean, if this is a way you want to do your storyboards as well, and you can see all your storyboards here, and you can do the exact same thing. You can actually hit select all, and you can save all of these as well in one go. So that's really cool too. Thought I'd give that an honorable mention, but that is it for today. So thank you very much for everybody for hanging out. I hope this has helped you guys like get some ideas flowing for maybe the next time you do a video clip to create a storyboard and just play around and draw these things. And you know, because sometimes just sitting there in something like LumaFusion and adding a video to your song, it can be really hard to come up with ideas. So just drawing stupid things like this can get your juices flowing, get your creativity flowing, do something different on your iPad. Look, I've never done this before. This is my first serious video clip I'm making with a green screen and all this shit, so I'm sure I'm going to make a shitload of errors. But I really need to do this week to get my mind off other shit. So, yeah, that is it for today. So hopefully you have got something from this today. Tomorrow we shall be looking at the LumaFusion and bringing all this. And yes, Pete, I know it's just more money though, isn't it? And there it is, the beautiful Apple Pencil, which has been so handy for so much stuff. And you know, with the Apple keyboard, look how it works. Just sits on top. Everything's so easy. But it's more money, isn't it, folks? Yeah, so if you got something out of this, please hit like, please subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I've got a donation thing in my description, so if you want to do that as well, that's all cool. There's links to Procreate, there's links to my EP, all that kind of stuff. Thanks everybody, as always, for all of your cool support. It's really well appreciated, and it keeps me going each day. I can't explain how much I love all of your support. It means so much to me. So if you're watching on the replay too, you'll see some buttons appear on your screen right now. Click those because it lets you subscribe and it lets you look at a whole bunch of playlists and stuff like that. So everybody, have a wonderful day. I hope you create lots of cool stuff and I hope you're well and healthy. Awesome. So I'll see you all tomorrow and take care, everybody. You all rock. Adios, amigo.